Hello student. Today we are going to discuss one of the most important topic of motion in two dimension. That topic is projectile motion. You might have seen a footballer kicking a ball, or a basketball player throwing a ball, or Dhoni hitting a sixes. That all comes under the category of projectile motion. So without wasting any further time, let's begin and feel the physics. So today's we have topic of projectile motion. What it is, we are going to discuss all in detail. You might have seen all this example which I have given just before. Even the motion of a bullet coming out of a gun, that also is a projectile motion. How can it be possible? So let's begin. And the definition of projectile motion is motion of a body after its projection is called projectile motion. So what is projection? What is this word projection means? So if I suppose throw this pin, this is projection. I have thrown this pin and this is going to follow a projectile motion, and the path will be parabolic, which we are going to prove. So projectile means, your projection means throwing a object with some velocity under the influence of gravity. That is a projectile motion. So if I have some ball and I have projected with some velocity u at an angle theta, this is a projectile motion. Alright. If we are going to discuss it, suppose the initial velocity of projectile is u and its angle is theta. Then my suggestion is just divide this motion into two category or two straight line motion, one along the x-axis and one along the vertical axis. In the along x-axis direction, you know that there is no force acting on it, so the acceleration will be 0, and the initial velocity in the x direction will be u cos theta. But the projection in uy direction, velocity is u sin theta and acceleration is acting downward, g, means it is under a retardation. So if I write initial velocity vector in terms of vector or in terms of its projection, so this will be u cos alpha I cap along x direction, we know this is I cap, and u sin alpha, let this angle be alpha. Alright, after any time, which component of velocity is going to change? You know that if there is no acceleration, velocity is going to be same. So along x direction, velocity will always remain same. But what about the velocity in y direction? It's going to change because it is acting, because there is an retardation force which is acting downward. So for any time, y direction velocity will be given as initial velocity uy minus gt. Alright, uy is u sin alpha minus gt. So at any time, if we want to write expression of velocity, this is the expression. Alright, in the next, suppose we have to calculate time of flight. In the projectile motion, you might have observed that this along the vertical direction, the velocity is more at the beginning, and after some time, since there is some retardation, the velocity will become less. So in the similar manner, at the highest point, velocity in y direction will be equal to 0, and velocity in x direction at the highest point will remain ux, because in x direction, what, there is no acceleration. So velocity is ux and vy velocity is 0. Then if I want to calculate time in upward journey, how we can calculate? Vy is equal to uy minus gt. Just now we have seen, since at the highest point vy is 0, so you can write uy by g is equal to t. So we know that time of upward motion will be equal to time of downward motion for motion under gravity. So total time of flight will be equal to twice of t, and that will be equal to twice of uy upon g, which means time of flight will be equal to twice of u sin theta divided by g. This is the one of the very much important expression which you will use a lot while solving the problem. All right, so time of flight is twice uy upon g. If I have to calculate maximum height, so this is maximum height where velocity was 0, and this is the total distance covered by a projectile, and this name we are going to give as range of projectile. So height, if I want to calculate height, we have velocity in y direction after some time or at the highest point is 0. Velocity in the beginning is uy. So we can write vy square is equal to uy square minus twice gh. This is the simplest expression for calculating h, and this value will be 0 since at the maximum height we know that velocity in y direction 0. So h will be equal to uy square upon 2g, and uy is u sine theta, so u square sine square theta upon 2g. This is the expression of maximum height. Suppose we have to calculate range, then range is what just now you have seen. The range is horizontal distance. In the horizontal direction only velocity was ux, and that is equals to u cos theta. So for time t, the distance covered in horizontal direction will be equal to ux into time, and ux is u cos theta, time is twice u sin theta upon g. Alright, so this is uy, this is ux. Range, we have another formula as twice of ux into uy upon g. Ux is velocity in horizontal direction, uy is velocity in vertical direction. Remember this. So range is twice uy ux upon g. We have one question in which you can use directly this expression and you will get the answer. But if you want to obtain another expression, so this is 2 times sine theta cos theta, and we know that sine of 2 theta is equal to 2 times of sine theta into cos theta. So range is u square sine square theta sine 2 theta upon g. For maximum range, if I want to calculate, range maximum will be equal to when this value will be equal to 1. That means 2 theta will be equal to 90 degrees since sine 90 is 1. We know that sine 90 is 1. That means by comparing both this equation, theta will be equal to 45 degree. You have theta is equal to 45 degree. Put it here. Range will be equal to u square upon g. If I want to calculate height obtained by projectile for maximum range, means theta is equal to 45 degree. Put the equation, put the value of theta in height expression. Height expression was h is equal to u square sine square theta upon 2g. Put the value of theta, which is 45. Sine 45, we know that sine 45, we know that it is equals to 1 by root 2. So we square it, it will become 1 by 2. Bottom there is also 1 2. So range height will be equal to u square upon g divided by 4. U square upon g is range maximum. So height is equal to range maximum by 4. This is 3 expression for range. Alright. First question is, a shell is fired vertically upward with velocity u1 or v1 from a trolley which is moving with velocity v2. So this is v1 and this is v2. Find horizontal range. You might have seen this question. Suppose you are sitting in a train and you are throwing a ball upward. After some time you catch the ball. It doesn't go out behind, but you only catch it. So the simplest way to solve this problem is, I have just now told you that range is equal to 2 times ux into uy upon g. Ux value is v2 here, uy value is v1 here. So which expression will it come? The answer is 4th. And next question is, projectile are thrown into space, so have the maximum possible horizontal range, r max. So for r max, we know that value is u square upon g, and height expression is r max upon 4. Alright. So in the question it is asked that taking the point of projection as the origin, the coordinate of the point where the velocity of projectile is minimum. Where is the velocity of projectile is minimum? Answer is, you know it, at the maximum height. Since the velocity in y direction is 0, only component of velocity was ux. We have to find this coordinate. Since the range is 400 and this will be midpoint, so its x coordinate will be equal to range by 200. But what will be the value of height? Height will be range maximum by 4. So height will be equal to range maximum, which is 400 divided by 4. Answer is 100. So the option is 200, 100. Alright. Next, move to equation of path of projectile. This is also very frequently asked question. Frequently asked topic in which question arises are more. In the x direction, you know that x distance you can calculate as ux into time. Suppose the particle is here, its coordinate will be x comma y. We know how to calculate x coordinate, but what about y coordinate? We know that its initial velocity is uy and it is acted by a retarding force, gravitational force, so the retardation is g. So to calculate y, we have the expression uy into t minus half gt square. Find out t from this expression. So t will be equal to x upon u cos theta. Put it here. U will get cancel out. Here we have the expression as x square into u square cos square theta. Multiply by sin theta in the numerator and denominator. Why? Because we want to form a new expression in terms of tan theta. Now see, if I take common sin by cos, which is tan theta, alright, then the bottom part will be g upon 2 times into u square sin theta into cos theta, and this is the expression of range. So what will become x square into tan theta by r. R is range. X tan theta is taken as common, then range is equal to x tan theta bracket 1 minus x upon r. This is one of the very frequently asked expression. If you see this expression, y is equals to x tan theta minus x square into tan theta upon r. This is same as y is equal to ax plus or minus bx square. The equation is for parabola. That means the path followed by a projectile is parabola. Alright. So the trajectory of projectile is equal to parabola or parabolic trajectory. Alright. And the expression of obtaining y coordinate or equation of trajectory, y is equal to x tan theta 1 minus x upon r. Solve this question. We have to find horizontal range, and suppose I tell you to find angle of projection also, theta also, then how can you calculate? We have the expression y is equals to x tan theta 1 minus bx upon a or x upon r. If I want to write as this expression, then what should I write? Y is equal to take ax common 1 minus bx upon a, or you can write y is equals to ax in bracket 1 minus x a upon b. By comparing, you can see this is equal to range. So range is equal to a upon b, which is first option. If I want to calculate theta, then compare x tan theta is equal to ax. That means tan theta is equal to a, and this means theta is equal to tan inverse of a. Alright.